there it is. A 20-foot space, 2 8-foot tables, and then we'll put a 6-foot table right here on the corner. Okay, so we don't actually have 20 feet of space. We have 16 feet of space, which is fine. That's fine. I don't need 20 feet. But it is nice to have the 10-foot space in the back because of the table that we brought. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is have a diagonal display here, and then my Ida bags will go there. Sticker books will be right here. I'll have another acrylic tiered display here to hold reusable folding bags. And then Jess is putting together the self-serve display for all the stickers, wallets, coin purses, etc. Prince will go up there. I will have coffin button displays diagonally here. One person will be there. Another person will probably be sitting over here or standing right there. I'm not really sure yet. I'll probably be standing. But pillows are gonna go here on this table. Lots of pillows. We're gonna have to go to Fred Meyer or something, Walmart, probably to pick up some polyfill so that we can actually fill all the pillows. But yeah, that's the plan. Check it out. It looks pretty good so far. The front is pretty much finished. All the self-serve is up. Print wall is up. We brought reusable folding bags to this show because we had the room, so why not? I will put up my matte black coffin bag tomorrow because I figured it's valuable enough. I don't want to leave it here overnight, so I'm just going to bring it with me and put it up tomorrow. Shirts look good. Diagonal display looks good. Over here is where all the pillows will go, so I will show you that tomorrow. This is our Airbnb. Tiny room, tiny bed. We're gonna get real cozy in here. So this marks the first convention where I've sold a non-round, a non-coffin shape. I have a cat button. I bought a cat button machine not too long ago. It has interchangeable molds, so I also have a heart mold that you can switch with it. But yeah, I saw this movie and I had to make fan art of it, of course. K-pop Demon Hunters, if you haven't seen it yet, it's on Netflix. I made the Saj Boys as well, of course, in rainbow hollow laminate. I think it fits them really well. But anyway, yeah, I have a cat button here. I'm selling it for $10. It's just gonna be a coffin button, so it'll be included with the deals. If you wanna do 3 for $25, you can get this plus 2 coffin buttons if you want. As you can see, we have a print wall up, this time directly above the self-serve prints. So hopefully this time when I tell someone they can just grab the print, they won't just grab the display. Hopefully they'll see like there are prints right here that they can grab. Because the last couple of times I've told people to just grab what they wanted, they've like literally started tearing the display down. So I'm hoping that by having the display quite literally above the self-serve, it will help. I brought my reusable.
Are you vlogging?
So I brought my reusable folding bags for this con. They used to be $20, but they weren't really selling, so I decided to drop them down $5 to another $15, 3 for $40. Just put up the displays in front of the table. I think they look really nice displayed like this. Usually I only bring 4 designs, but since this con I'm doing a Minecraft YouTuber stamp rally, I decided to bring my old Dream SMP pattern reusable folding bags. So hopefully people like those. I really miss my diagonal display. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't really quite work for my current setup with all my self-serve stuff, but I relish the chance to have a diagonal display anytime I have this much room. So it always looks nice to me. This is the pillow packing station. Jess is doing a really good job packing pillows right now. We went to Walmart And the only bags of polyfill that they had were, they had this big one and then they had just a bunch of little small ones, like 16 ounce, I think. So they didn't have like the big 20-pound boxes like I was hoping for, which sucks because these things are like $6 a pop. So which means I'm putting like $6 worth of polyfill inside each pillow, which is a lot. But anyway, we make do with what we can. So I have the cat button here with the rest of the coffin buttons right next to the Saja Boy, so hopefully people see that it's there. But it's nice to know that cat buttons fit in this self-serve container, so I can actually have some ready for people to grab. It's good to know that it fits. I don't remember if I showed you in the VidCon vlog, but I've got some new charm designs. If I already showed you, then I'm showing you again. I've got Daft Punk here, along with the Daft Punk shaker charm. That one's not new, that's old, but the Daft Punk are new. I've got a little baby vessel. I have my love, Davy Jones, my baby boy. And then I have Severance. I've got little Severance charms, very cute. Time for a back of booth tour. We've got back stock over here of coin purses, ID wallets, prints, mini prints, reusable folding bags, sticker sheets, stickers, sticker books. Over here we have lanyards. I've got my little fan because it's going to be warm in here, business cards, all the BG3 and miscellaneous enamel pins that can't fit in my regular enamel pin tray. Over here we've got stock sheets, gift bags, mini charms, enamel pins, mini charms, enamel pins. And then over here, underneath these flaps, I've got beanies there, miscellaneous supplies there. Nothing there, could probably put some stuff there. And then of course, the pillows. Apparel is in this little luggage here. I just haven't brought it out yet, but apparel will probably go right behind us where this little luggage is. Also, we bought a shiny new speaker, Bluetooth speaker, because we thought we were gonna have to take Jess's truck up here, but we ended up being able to fit everything in my little Civic, which is nice. But we kept the speaker because, okay, well, the reason we bought it is because the truck speakers are really shitty. So we thought like having nice music on a road trip would be nice. But we kept the speaker because it's nice. The sound quality is really good. So we thought maybe we could listen to some soft music during the con. Non-disruptive, of course. Okay, here we go. We did it. We filled all the pillows, one of each. The polyfill went a lot farther than I thought it would, those little 16-ounce bags. Turns out this only needs about 8 ounces of fill, so 2 pillows only took 1 16-ounce bag. So we have a lot of leftover polyfill, which is great, because that means we'll have enough for tomorrow. Also, we decided to build like a little shelf thing to hold up the pillows, because otherwise they were just going to be kind of lying there. So this was a good idea. But anyway, this is it. This is the final booth setup. 20 feet of space. I think this is the biggest booth spot that I have ever had, and we filled it up pretty nicely. I pre-opened a bunch of these gift bags. These are my old gift bags. I hate them because they were printed on ivory, and the print turned out way more maroon than purple. So I hate the colors, and I really want to get rid of them. They're heavy, I don't like flying with them, and they're old. So hopefully I can get rid of most of these at this con. Good morning. Okay, so a lot of stuff happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? I had a whale yesterday. A whale, for those of you that don't know, is someone who spends a lot of money on one thing. She came by, she was totally enamored with my enamel pins.
she bought 12 enamel pins, 3 acrylic charms, and one of my coffin bags in one transaction. That was crazy. I think that was probably like the most money anyone has ever spent at my booth, like ever, in one transaction, which is just crazy to me. In Boise, Idaho, of all places. So that was really fun. I was very thankful to her. That was amazing. What a fun experience. Oh, one of the charms she bought was my Kino charm. That was really cool because anytime I sell a Kino charm, I'm like, oh my God. You know, it just makes me really happy because that's my persona. Anytime anyone is interested in my persona. Oh my God, didn't she buy Pele as well?
She bought 2.
She bought 2 Pele. So as part of her, so I do a buy 3, get 1 free deal for my enamel pins. So she had bought a ton of Witchy Kitty enamel pins. And then for her last 2 pins that she bought a Pele, Pele Big and then Pele Lean. That's what I call them. Adorable pins, in my opinion, if I do say so myself. Yeah, she really made me happy yesterday. That was great. That was a very fun experience. Anytime someone buys anything original from me or my persona, it just makes me really happy. But anyway, I would like to go over my counts from yesterday. Very, very interesting show. Oh yeah, so the whale that bought for me, she also bought my Jean, Lilith, and Nancy OC pins as well. My vampire, my monster, and my zombie ladies. My ghoul friends. So that's also cool. More OC characters. I can't believe I forgot that she also bought those. She bought so much of my OC stuff. So cool. Okay, so mini prints. I sold 13. My vessels and my Victor were my most popular. I sold 3 of each. Coffin buttons, I sold 43. The Saja boys were somewhat popular, and I did sell several of Derpy, the cat, the tiger cat. Charms, I sold 24. I didn't really have one charm that sold the most. I sold 2 Vessel, 2 Senshi, 2 Bill, and then 1 of a bunch of other charms. For enamel pins, I sold 30, and surprisingly, my most popular enamel pin is my Candle Cat from my Witchy Kitty collection, followed by Karlak, surprisingly. Lanyards, I sold 4, just 4. Sticker sheets, I sold 26. My Ender Friends are the most popular sticker sheet yesterday. I sold 5. Single stickers, I sold 42. My Arcadia Vessel, I sold 6, and my Senshi, I sold 7. So Senshi was the most popular sticker yesterday. And then as far as miscellaneous goes, I sold a couple of plaster packs. I sold a couple of sticker books. I sold 4 mystery cat bags, 1 spoopy beanie, and then I sold, so I have pillows that I'm trying to get rid of. They're huge, they're bulky. Granted, they're unstuffed, so I store them unstuffed, so they're just like the pillowcase. But I have to buy polyfill to fill them up, and that's super bulky. And it's usually something that I can only do when I drive to a con, or when I'm at a con where I have like a friend nearby where I can ask them like, hey, can you pick up a box of polyfill for me, or you know, something like that. So I don't fly with my pillows. I don't fly for that reason. But I brought my pillows to this con because I have a 20-foot booth. So I brought an extra table just to have pillows on, and I sold 6 so far. I sold pre-orders of 1 black coffin eat-a bag, a mat, and then 1 pink coffin eat-a bag. All in all, not too bad. I was expecting more just because last year all of my Utah artist friends were saying how good Anime Idaho was. Everyone was saying it was good. It was good for them. It was a great show. But I learned this year that the show was smaller last year. So the vendor hall was smaller and there were less artists. So of course, it would have been a really good show for a small artist alley because there's a lot more money to go around. less competition between artists, etc., less overchoice. So it makes sense that this year people are saying it wasn't as good as last year. So it does make sense because the vendor hall has expanded quite significantly. I don't think it's doubled in size, but it's definitely, there's a lot more people than there were last year. But anyway, I would say comparatively, like, I don't do a lot of 2-day shows. I really don't. Most of the shows that I do are 3-day shows. So I don't have a ton to compare it to, but all things considered, what I did yesterday in a single day was pretty good. So I'm happy with the amount that I made. Hopefully today I can do as much as I did yesterday. If not, it's okay. I'm not gonna be mad. But I would like to do as much as I did yesterday just because I wanted to do more than VidCon, because VidCon, I wasn't really expecting a lot for VidCon. But it's, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm probably not going to vlog later because we're going to be driving home immediately after packing up tonight. So I'm not going to vlog in the car and tell you about my counts. So let's just hope that they're similar to how they were today or yesterday. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, this is gonna be a little weird. I'm vlogging from behind the booth right now. So sorry for the lighting. I just quickly wanted to go over my counts. As of right now, 4:16, the hall closes at 6. So we still have about an hour and 44 minutes left till the convention closes. But I wanted to go over how I'm doing so far. The answer is about half of what I did yesterday. I have sold 4 prints for a total of 17. I have sold 17 coffin buttons today. Yesterday I sold 43. Today I've sold 17. So that's 60 total so far. Today I've sold 21 charms, which is 3 less than yesterday. So that totals us to 45. Sticker sheets, I've only sold 5 today. I've only sold 5 sticker sheets today. That brings us to 31 total. Single stickers, I've sold 25. That's 67 total. And then for miscellaneous, I've sold, again, just a couple of plaster packs, a couple of sticker books. Oh yeah, lanyards. I've only sold 1 lanyard today, so that's 5 total. And then I've sold 4 pillows today, which is nice. We got rid of a lot of the polyfill that we bought. I have not sold any coffin bags today. I did sell a bat wallet, which is nice. I sold 1 black bat wallet. I brought 3 black and 3 pink, but I sold 1 black, which is, that's fine. It's nice. Sold 1 coin purse. I sold an AP beanie. Just 1 mystery bag. I sold a mystery bag of my round hollow buttons. And that's about it, you guys. So for a little under 2 hours left for the show, that's how I'm doing. We'll pack up right at 6. We'll hit the road. We'll be home probably around midnight, if I had to guess. Well, because it takes us like, since we have such a big booth, it might take us about an hour to take down. So if we don't stop for gas, well, if we only stop for gas once because my car gets pretty good mileage, so we technically don't need to stop for gas. If we have a full tank, we can make it from Boise to Salt Lake and vice versa on just 1 tank of gas. It's kind of a little close, but we can do it. Yeah, we should get home around midnight or maybe before 1. So yeah, that's about it. It was a nice show for what it is, just a little 2-day show. Very small, very chill. So honestly, I'm not complaining. It could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. So I'm happy with this. Anyway, thanks for watching. The pillow stock has been decimated. Let's go. You guys, I just sold my very first Davy Jones charm. Very happy about that. He pulls out a 20 because he bought a Davy Jones charm
So basically he said, can I get this Davy Jones here because it's really cool? And I was like, oh, and I looked at Jess like, and so I made the sale, and then I was like, I have something to show you if you'll step over here. And so he stepped over to the side of my booth and I showed him my tattoo, and he was like, what the fuck? That's amazing, that's so sick. And it was the best. Anyway, just had to update you.